My name is Algimantas. I live in a small East European country, Lithuania. I represent Creator as his ambassador to this planet, an apostle of Jesus and his partner, Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar's rank is Creator daughter, and Jesus' spiritual rank is Master Creator son. We have just had the living service, spiritual worship service of Creator. Today is November, the last month of the fall. It's getting chilly in Lithuania. Therefore, people begin to expect even more hardship in winter when it's cold. You need a lot of money for heating. Of course, you need warm clothes. Low income in Lithuania also oppresses people. Low wages, low salaries, high prices. So the real living standard is falling. All this makes just the aggregate energy vibrations circuit, field, getting ever down into still lower frequency. And lower frequency vibrations make a very favorable environment for springing up viruses and bacteria which are causing different diseases. Protection is the only one. Spiritual light within that is being poured by Creator himself, because Creator is pouring down upon the whole of creation top frequency vibrations. Once you discover Creator within, your energy frequency just skyrockets. And especially once you are born of the Spirit, this is an absolutely different quality of the mortal. This is the true, real birth of a new quality of a spiritual personality identity that is freed from all vices and all the character traits of Creator, such as peace, love, mercy, goodness, beauty, sincerity, wisdom, cosmic insight, which have been bestowed upon each spiritual personality in potential by Creator himself. After the birth out of the Spirit, start all of a sudden manifesting themselves in real life. So this is the light that warms up this personality within. And it is even more than the material warmth. This is the growth sprouting of the spiritual personality identity on this world, in this life. And this is the soul, sprouting into eternity that we shall reach only once we are standing in the immediate presence of Creator Himself, the Paradise Trinity I Am, on Paradise, because eternity is only on Paradise, which is the dwelling abode of Creator, the geographic center of the whole of creation. And Jesus, being one of 700,000 Creator sons in the current creation, as the Creator Son, had to bestow Himself as a helpless baby who was born of woman's womb on our world 2,000 years ago, to bring a very broad revelation of Creator, of the Father. And this revelation is the expression, explanation of reality in a much broader context, in a broader sense than the reality existed or had existed before His revelation. But the confusion for our planet is the promise given by Jesus to return, to come back to this world. Because He pointed out, I will come back, but I'll come back when I'll be given all the power and might from the Father. And when humans will be able to see me with their spiritual eyesight. Because while being here on this planet now, and He was explaining it to His apostles, you can see me with your material eyes, what I present myself as such in this physical and visible to your material eyes human body, material form. But during my second coming, I'll be in spiritual power and glory, and you will be able to see me with your spiritual eyesight. But before my coming, there shall be a lot of different developments, and there will be even the damaging of the temple, ruining of Jerusalem, leaving no stone upon stone. In some places of the planet, there were people to expect and to experience catastrophes. Many people would experience physical death. But once you are the sons of the Father, once you are waked up within in the Spirit, What has it to do, all these calamities around you? You have to be the Son of the Father, to yield spiritual fruits. And that means you should enlighten the environment, enlighten with my gospel, with my light, with what I was teaching you. My gospel is the fatherhood of God and brotherhood of man. We have to spread this gospel, the spiritual light. And even many will express hatred for you. Even your most close to you people will betray you and will bring you to judges when you stand in their presence. Don't worry about what you are going to say, because the Spirit, my Spirit shall speak to you, but to these judges, will speak through your lips. So imagine apostles, or rather the apostles, who did not had enough of understanding of a spiritual kingdom, heavenly kingdom, and who had been expecting for the coming of a Messiah to occupy the empty throne of the King of David. And they do not see any kingdom around being established in one's heart. And when Jesus was crucified and resurrected and appeared to many people, he appeared 19 times on the planet after his resurrection. So it was just natural for them to understand that the next coming, the second coming of Jesus, would be for him to finish the work in establishing the kingdom that he hasn't managed to do it, to finish establishing this kingdom on the world. And these calamities that should come, they related some way to the appearance of a new Jerusalem. And it also should give the sign of the end of this world. In reality, Jesus did not speak about the end of the world. He was speaking about the end of the age, meaning the age of light, so that the previous age of the light has already exhausted itself, and a new age or a new epoch of light is coming with the establishment of this heavenly kingdom, but establishing a spiritual kingdom in one's heart. So it is just natural that in the one epoch of light and getting to a higher step of the enlightenment does not mean destruction of the material world or material civilization. But people, according to Jesus' prophecy, shall be living in brotherhood. Nations shall be enlightened because his gospel embraces different ages for the future. This gospel shall prevail in all generations of light, in all epochs of light. The fatherhood of God and brotherhood of man. And Jesus' request was to be active on this field, not to stagnate, not to stand still, because this living spiritual light should be expanded. And that means you may supplement this source called the Holy Spirit, a Holy Bible. It is not true that it is impossible to add a single word or to take away a single word. It cannot be cemented in one moment. That's why Jesus also tried to expand without going into details, that the Father is revealing broader light, broader understanding, and he is sending his sons. And at first he sent the Son who turned into the Prince of Darkness. He meant the former planetary prince, Caligastier, who joined the Lucifer rebellion in the Satania local system. And then the Father sent Adam. And still later he sent Melchizedek. And they all tried to expand the context, the environment, by understanding Creator, the Father, in an ever broader way, and in a spiritual sense, experiencing him within and operating as Creator's extension or light by doing material deeds for the well-being of all. And finally, Creator, the Father, sent this Son of Man and this Son of God, Jesus, in his incarnation as the helpless baby. But his light, even though was very simple, it was too blinding. People who were 2,000 years ago. But what is truly deplorable and a sorry situation of the 21st century, that people do not look upon this revelation, which is called the Urantia book, as the word of truth from Creator. This is an expansion of Jesus's teachings, and even the revelations I have received from Creator and published 4 volumes of his teachings. And in addition to that, a revelation book by Jesus Christ. So this is the light that is also supplementing even this epochal revelation. And I, being the ambassador of Creator and apostle of Jesus and his partner Nebuchadnezzar, and speaking out this living word of Creator, also trying to expand your understanding of Creator, creation, and yourselves. Therefore, I expanded the gospel of Jesus, adding to the fatherhood of God. I added the motherhood, and not only this idea, which is God, but turning it into a person, into a personality, by using word Creator. So the fatherhood and motherhood of Creator, and the brotherhood and sisterhood of man, soul, and spirit throughout the whole of creation. This is an expansion, enormous expansion of Jesus' gospel. But it does not deny Jesus' gospel. It only expands it. And once you discover Creator within, it's already my gospel. Creator is living. He is real. And he is within you. Therefore, you might discover him if you sincerely desire it. Once you discover Creator within, you testify with your spiritual personality experience. That's true. I discovered him. It's exactly like you were looking for something that you lost somewhere, and suddenly you found it. You know you found it, and you use it. Exactly the same. While you are looking for a Creator, without even realizing where, but doing it sincerely, the moment shall arrive, you will discover Creator himself within you. And that would be the fact. You would testify to it. It's truly so. Therefore, I help people discover Creator within by telling them, just address Creator with all your sincerity. The words doesn't count. That what counts is your sincerity. Once you are sincere, you may speak out, addressing the words to Creator whatever words you might say, either good or bad. The words of light and joy or the words of sorrow and sadness. It doesn't matter. Once you speak out your sincerity, the moment shall arrive, you will discover him within. And you shall experience it. You know you have discovered him, and you will stop searching for him anymore. But you will go ever deeper in him who is within you. And this going ever deeper into Creator will result in your ever more pleasant state of your consciousness. You will begin to relish these moments you commune with Creator personally, as personality with a personality, and even more, as personality with the source of personality, as Creator is the source of personality to all personalities throughout the whole of creation. So that's why the second coming of Jesus can be possible only when humans discover Creator within, when they begin to show love for one another as Jesus did it. What he might do here once he decides to come now. Nations are at war. Society factions, like political parties, some groups are at war. Members of the family are also at war. Even an individual is at war with himself, between evil and goodness. He's not even trying to stand with his both feet on the spiritual bank of the river. He is standing on the material bank of the river and pursuing his selfish interests by his selfish life. And that, of course, leads all humanity to fall down, to degrade ever faster, and every single moment. There are no days off or vacations for degradation of man. Without Creator discovered within, degradation is unstoppable. So that's why I was conferred by Creator this mission to train spiritual teachers, to set up the only such temple, living temple, and the religion of Creator, religion of the whole of universe, religion of reality. This is the only religion revealed by Creator that I set up on our planet. The Paradise Trinity I Am, living religion. And when I mentioned we had the spiritual service, that was the service in this living religion of Creator and at this living temple. And with time, it shall spread all over the whole of the planet. I know what I speak of. And Jesus was saying that his gospel shall spread throughout throughout all ages. And I say, my gospel is also spread throughout all ages, because Jesus' gospel is inseparable from my gospel. They are one, only having two parts of one body of the spiritual creator, who has no body for a material eye. But he is a person and personality, and even the source and center of personality and all eternal virtues: peace, love, light, goodness, beauty, wisdom, cosmic insight, brotherhood, cooperation, and even well-being throughout the whole of creation. So that's why I invite you to embark upon the living path. Join Creator within your heart, discovered